Welcome to another introductory video to the 90-day marketing plan, and in this video we want to talk about the 5 P's of marketing. The first P we want to talk about is positioning. And with regards to positioning yourself in your local, regional, national, international or niche target market, you need to think about, have you identified an ideal client profile? Have you actually created a prospect profile? And demographically, geographically, psychographically, who or what they are, and also how you're going to reach them. What about motives? Do you understand your prospects' buying motives? And have you created a unique selling proposition to define your uniqueness? Within the 90-day marketing plan, by clicking on your USP, here you can answer the 12 questions to help you identify the value you offer, results that clients can expect, and what it is that you promise. If we return back to the 5 P's, we can also see we need to consider value and risk. We need to think as part of your positioning how you can mitigate or reduce your prospects' risk. What are the results that clients can expect? What do you promise? And what proof of performance can you provide? The next P we want to think about is packaging. We need to think about how you're going to package and present who you are and what it is you offer. And that's the first thing we think about. Have you designed your core message or core offering? By clicking on the link within the marketing dashboard, we can see we need to start thinking about the problem and understand the problems, pains and needs of your prospects. And what is the pain that you fix? You might need to think how you can articulate this into an elevator pitch. And you can always refer back to your ideal client profile. But what's the solution that you offer? What will it be like once they benefit from your solution to solve their problem? Why are they experiencing the problem or the pain in the first place? And what is it they need to do in order to get the solution that you offer? Summarize who you are, what it is you offer, and how you can be contacted. Also, as part of your packaging, you need to think about how you're going to package each of your services and what you offer with different marketing collateral. For prospects and clients want a number of different things. They want results, they want solutions to problems, they want facts and figures. They want to know of your successes, they want to know what you know, they want to know how to do certain things, they want to know more about you personally, and they want to know they're making the right choices and decisions. As part of your marketing communications plan, you need to think which of the digital assets you're going to be using and how you can demonstrate the proof. Which tools you're going to be using as part of your prospecting offline and online. Perhaps you've got your website, a landing page, your Twitter profile, your LinkedIn profile, and a whole host of other tools that you need to use. As part of your positioning and packaging, you also need to think about your pricing and the fees that you're going to be charged and the different pricing strategies you're going to be using. What about the format of your proposals? Are your proposals working? Are your proposals covering everything you need to know about the prospect, the opportunity, and what are the key topics that you're actually outlining in each of your proposals? Are you making sure that each of these points are being covered and adding up and making certain that they are being addressed before you send them recorded delivery to your clients? Back to your marketing dashboard, and we need to think about your expertise and how you're packaging your expertise. You need to think about which sites you're going to be promoting yourself on. Will it be Yahoo Answers? Will it be LinkedIn Answers? expertsources.co.uk or some of the other resources we referred to? And how are you going to package that expertise? Are you going to be writing articles, ebooks, books, reports? What about white papers, press releases? Perhaps you're going to be writing a speech, delivering a workshop, webinar, seminar. Perhaps you're going to be asked to speak at an exhibition, trade show, expo or conference. We need to think about how you're going to position yourself as an expert and package that expertise and get the message out to your target market. We also include a section on video, how to produce the video and syndicate it to the relevant target audience. But when it comes to promotion, we need to think about your brand and branding and your online visibility. With regards to your online visibility, have you created a social media marketing plan? Have you decided on the content you'll use as part of your strategy? Have you performed competitor and authority footprint research? Have you carried out where the conversation is and an analysis of where the buzz is happening online? And do you know within LinkedIn the number of daily appearances that your competitors are having in the search results? Do you know how many daily profile hits they're receiving, the size of their network, which groups they participate in, and which groups they own? These are only some of the points that we cover as part of your social media marketing research. You also need to think about the governance. Have you written a policy for staff? Have you given training to staff? Who's going to be carrying out some of these key social media marketing tasks? Have you created the digital assets that we touched on earlier? And where are you going to syndicate these assets online? Are you going to be visiting article sites? Are you going to be creating your own e-sign and newsletter? What about link building within your social media marketing plan? What tactics are you going to be using? Will you be using LinkedIn, forum sites, search engines, directories? Will you be using a lens on Squidoo? Will you be submitting your ebook to ebook directories, your affiliate network to affiliate directories? Perhaps you're going to be producing audios and submitting them to podcast directories and videos to video syndication sites. We list a whole host of different tactics within the social media marketing plan. We also need to consider not just in raising awareness, but how we're also going to evaluate your social media activities. We need to give thought in terms of the views on each of your profiles. We need to give thought to the connections that you have, the engagement that you're getting from your audience as well. As part of the 5Ps and your promotion, we also need to think of your media exposure and your PR strategy. We need to think of which tactics you're going to be using, not just online, but offline as well. We introduce you to over 150 different tactics, enabling you to conclude and prioritize with 12 offline and 12 online different separate tactics that you can afford to implement and test. We also need to think about your referral strategy and who your advocates are. Have you created an advocate profile and who it is that could refer you opportunities and clients? Do you know where they live? Do you know demographically which industry they operate in? And what the profile of an ideal advocate that can help you? Do you know what their psychographics are? Do you know what their problems and frustrations are? And do you know how you're going to contact these advocates as well? As well as your positioning, your packaging, and your promotion, you also need to think of the different ways in which you can keep in touch with your prospects. Are you going to be blogging and pinging? Are you going to be using the status updates and live streams on LinkedIn, Facebook, and other social networks? How often will you send out a press release or an email? How often will you publish your e-sign or newsletter? How often will you call customers, members, and subscribers? Perhaps you'll just drop in to see them. Or will you update your forum or group? Perhaps you'll Skype them on a regular basis, or you might just send them an SMS. We cover a whole host of different ways, simple, cost-effective methods for staying front of mind with your prospects, members, and subscribers. Also give thought to persuasion and the sales message that you have, and when you're on appointments and sales meetings. How are you going to set the scene and ensure that the prospect follows your agenda? How will you identify and quantify their pain and demonstrate that your solution costs less than the problems they're experiencing? How and when will you discuss the money? And how will you ensure that the person sitting opposite you is and has the authority? How are you going to evaluate your performance as part of your marketing? How will you communicate with your clients and evaluate all aspects of your online and offline marketing? Your website, is it generating the return on investment you want? Is it generating the sales you want, the sign-ups, the exposure, the leads? What are the KPIs that you've defined to help evaluate your marketing? Using this link within the site, we can come up with a number of different key performance indicators that you want to use. You can plan your KPIs, and there are a whole host that we can use to help you keep staff and contractors accountable. You can measure fans, friends and followers, subscribers. You can mention leads, inquiries, prospect sales, phone calls, appointments, blog views, comments, tweets. There are a whole host of different KPIs that we help you measure to monitor your performance. So in summary, you need to think of the positioning of your marketing, the packaging of your marketing, the promotion, the persuasion in the message, and evaluating your performance and all the different activities that you'll be testing. Thank you.